What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today we've got more championship news to go over. We've got some transfer news, we've got a lot of transfer deals that have taken place since my last transfer video about a week ago. Make sure you check that out if you haven't seen it. Gosh, so many deals have gone on. I might need to do this twice a week now. I was planning to do it only one transfer video a week, but I think I might need to do it twice now. Well, I want to say thank you for the recent support on the channel recently. I gained quite a few subscribers yesterday, so thank you guys for sharing my channel, getting my name out there. It really makes my day. If you want to do more than just watch my videos, subscribe and share and whatever, you can always join me on my Discord server where we can talk about video ideas, current football games going on live. We can talk about the recent championship news, even some Premier League stuff as well. The link is on the screen right now. Join it if you can. This link is only open for 24 hours though, so if you've seen this video 24 hours later, that link will expire. But if you do want to join a Discord server, do comment in this video and I'll send you a loon link and you can join that way. So if you guys like what you see, please make sure you do give this video a like. It's tremendously appreciated. If you haven't done, please subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, my name is Alex. I do championship content and I do football content as often as I can. So if you haven't done, please subscribe to the channel. We're on 236 subscribers as of this recording. We would love to get 1,000 subscribers as soon as we can. My aim is to get 1,000 subscribers before the 2020-21 season concludes. And if I do get 1,000 subscribers, you may know this already, I can do a collaboration with BenHD. We've agreed that if I hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll do a collaboration together. What that collab would be, I don't know, but it'll be something extraordinary. So if you want the collab, please share the channel so I can grow more as a channel, and please subscribe. All the subscriptions are going to make the difference, and the newer viewers, you're going to be a huge contribution to how this channel grows. So if you can do that, that would really make my day. But without any further ado, I'm really waffling now. Let's go through all the done deals first, and then we'll go on to the transfer rumours. So a deal that has taken place when I was editing my last transfer video was Jonathan Lecko joining Birmingham. And I have to say, Birmingham have made a huge intent to try and improve their place on the table. They really have, and I'm really excited about this signing. His problem position is a right winger, but he can also play centre forward and he can also play left winger, so he's a very versatile player, pretty young player, a 3-year contract as well. Last season he made 21 appearances with Charlton. Of course, he was on loan there from West Brom, got 5 goals and 4 assists. He was fantastic, especially at the start of the season. I think with abundance of championship experience now, having this breakout season with Charlton, I think he could be a fantastic addition for Birmingham. Tony Leicester has left Queen's Park Rangers, which I did expect. He's now joined Hamburg, who are a sleeping giant in the German league at the moment, obviously in the second Bundesliga right now. Another signing Birmingham have made is a change of goalkeeper. They don't have Lee Camp anymore. They now have Andres Prieto, who has left Espanyol to join Birmingham. He was their second choice goalkeeper, and Espanyol didn't have a great season last year, for what I have to say. He didn't make a league start, unfortunately for him, and he only made 3 appearances in the Europa League. Ita Crank has already speaking of him highly. He's already played some of the friendly games. Well, he's looked okay, actually. So he's definitely got a lot of faith in this young Spanish goalkeeper. Maybe he could be better than Lee Camp. I think he's definitely a goalkeeper for the future. Hopefully he can have a breakout season with Birmingham's season of intent to improve. One big transfer that's happened in the last couple of days is Tyler Walker. Of course, Tyler Walker has been passed around so many clubs. He's now joined Coventry. It looks like he's joined on a permanent deal. He's been at Nottingham Forest for such a long time. Of course, he's the son of Des Walker, very famous Nottingham Forest player. He's had 6 loans in 4 years, which is what I've been talking about. He's just been passed around clubs everywhere. Looking at his stats from previous seasons, very prolific in League 2, 25 goals and 52 appearances, nearly a goal per 2 games, which is great. But in the Championship, he's made 45 appearances collectively with Bolton and Burton. He's only got 5 goals and 2 assists, and looks like he may be one of the #1 strikers for Coventry. The fact he's got to step up is a huge risk by Coventry, in my opinion. He's not proven to be very prolific in 2 spells with 2 different Championship clubs. I think one of the biggest transfers that's taken place is Ovie Ejaria. Now, there's so many question marks surrounding his future, but it's now been confirmed finally Reading have him on a permanent deal, a £3.51 million deal and a 4-year contract. Terrific signing for Reading. That signing in itself could almost save their season. They've got Ejaria and they've got Puskas back in the squad. I think Reading now have got the creative players that helped Reading actually finish in a respectable position. You've now got to look at the new manager, which has also been confirmed, Veljko Paunovic. Now, I've looked into this guy a little bit more, and I very embarrassingly said that he didn't have to move far away from China. But Chicago FC is an MLS side, not a Chinese side. So that was a bit of a mistake on my part. But He's played a little bit of the MLS and he got turned off the job pretty quickly. I think his work is more known for what he's done with the Serbia squad, especially the under-18 Serbian squad. They managed to progress really far in their cup competitions, and he's been there for quite a few number of years, which is what has gotten his name out there. He could be absolutely anything as a manager, so I'm reserving my judgment on Panovic at the moment. Nottingham Forest have been very busy. They managed to get Luke Freeman on loan from Sheffield United. He made 36 goal contributions and 104 appearances in the Championship. A very good Championship player. Huddersfield have completed their second signing, Joel Pereira, the Huddersfield goalkeeper. He's been in the Manchester United under-23 squad. I can safely say I'd much rather see him in goal than I do with Ben Hamer. Ben Hamer is still a goalkeeper that does make me a little bit nervous when I see him play. You know, he contributed to a few clangers at Derby. I still remember the Ben Rama shot that just squirmed under his rib cage. I mean, I don't know how he didn't save that in the end. I think he's got the quality. He's worked with the youth squad of Manchester United, where they're producing one of the best youth players in the world right now. So I'm really excited to see how Joel Pereira does in the Championship. We've got Ken Sejmer and Asmir Begovic returning to their clubs on loan. They've both been on loan in Italian clubs with Udinese and AC Milan respectively. Sejmer, of course, has returned to Watford, and Begovic has returned to Bournemouth. Whether both of them will stay is going to be interesting. We may hear in the next couple of days where they will make their career choice. Mario Biramcic has left Stoke to join Turkish side Hispania. I can't say that word, but it's a Turkish club for free. I tell you what, this is another big signing. This past couple of 4 or 5 days have been probably one of the biggest Championship transfer weeks ever. Ivan Toney has been confirmed. He has joined Brentford for a fee for about £5.04 million. I think he could be terrific with Brentford. If he scores as many goals as he did with Peterborough, I definitely think he can improve. And with the quality players of still having Mbumo and Benrahma in Brentford as well, I think Toney could even better his goal scoring record. Rob Dickie has joined Queen's Park Rangers, leaving Oxford. Honestly, one of the best centre-backs I'd say in League One last season. Oxford, of course, made it to the playoff final, and Oxford had a terrific season, and a huge reason was not only for their goal scoring, but their tight defence, and Rob Dickie was definitely the catalyst of all of that. Joining Queen's Park Rangers, where they've defensively been woeful, I think Rob Dickie could definitely make amends of that. Luton Town have confirmed the double signing of James Bree returning to the club, and Tom Lockyer. I'm a big fan of both of those things for different reasons, basically. James Bree is needed because you need the best fullbacks to play that diamond position. You need the fullbacks to be really pushing. They need to be running the most kilometres in the whole squad to track back, but also to push forward in that diamond system. And I think with James Bree, he did it very well, especially in the end of the season under Nathan Jones. I'm really happy for Luton Town that they managed to get James Bree back from Aston Villa. And with Tom Lockyer, honestly, at the start of the season where Charlton had their incredible start, him and Jason Pearce looked to be one of the best centre-back combinations in the Championship. Of course, Charlton naturally conceded more goals. Tom Lockyer was a bit in and out with the squad with a couple of injuries, but I would say he was definitely one of Charlton's better players, and I'm happy he's got another chance in the Championship with Luton Town, because I think he can definitely make something with Luton Town. I definitely think he can improve Luton defensively. Luton defensively last year have been pretty shambolic, if I'm going to be honest, but now improving the quality of it, maybe Luton can improve, and I'm really excited about this signing actually. The Championship's top goal scorer for a single season has returned to the Championship, Glenn Murray. He has left Brighton to join Watford on loan. He's 36 years old though, so I don't expect him to be scoring as many goals as he has done in the past. He's had 2 pretty strong seasons with the Premier League with Brighton. Last season though under Graham Potter, he just wasn't starting. Neil Maupay was definitely starting more on top, and even Aaron Connolly was getting more game time than Glenn Murray was. Eventually, I think a move back down to the Championship was inevitable. One thing I do worry about Watford with their strike options, I feel like they definitely need younger strikers that have definitely proven to be Championship quality. Of course, Troy Deeney and Glenn Murray, I say, are proven Championship quality, but whether they can replicate that form that they had a couple of years ago, it's just going to be a question mark. We now have 2 departures to go through. Cameron Pring has left Bristol City to join Peterborough. Josh Ginley has left Preston to join Hearts, who are now in the 2nd division of the Scottish League. Wycombe have made a double signing. Daryl Hogan has left Hibernian to join Wycombe, and Ryan Tarfazoli has left Hull to join Wycombe as well. Tarfazoli is the one that really stands out to me. Now, Tarfazoli as a centre-back, if I'm going to be honest, not that good. If I'm going to be completely honest, when I saw him last season, I just wasn't really convinced about his defensive abilities. I'm glad for Wycombe that they're increasing the strength of their squad and they're trying to get more championship experienced players, and that is naturally going to make them more adaptable to the championship, and I can definitely see them adapting a little bit better now. Victor Johansson has left the youth squad of Leicester to join Rotherham as a goalkeeper. Interesting move for me. Rhys Norrington Davies, a name that I have heard, has left Sheffield United to join Luton. He's a left back, so he'll be very important in the Diamond system. Whether he'll play as a first choice left back, it'll be interesting, but I've been told he's a very promising player, so it'll be interesting. That was confirmed yesterday. And also confirmed, Juniors Jean-Vier has left Brentford to join Chinese Super League side Kamisampa. Mike van der Horn has left today. He's left Swansea, which was not surprising me. He has now joined Bielefeld, a side in the Bundesliga. But the two biggest signings that took place yesterday, Bristol City getting Chris Martin on a free, and Aston Villa gaining Matty Cash. With Chris Martin going to Bristol City on a free, obviously, abundance of championship experience. Is he the best striker out there? For me, I don't think he is. It's interesting that Dean Holden has actually gone for that kind of player. I thought he was going to be picking a more youthful side. Nottingham Forest, whilst having such a terrific transfer window, getting people in, they've now lost one of their best players last season in Matty Cash to Aston Villa. It was always going to be coming. There were so many clubs interested with Matty Cash, and it seems Aston Villa managed to put the pen on paper for him, signing him in between 14 and 16 million pounds. That is what I did expect his fee to go to. I'm really excited for him that he's now going to move to the Premier League. I think he absolutely deserves it with the work he's done with Nottingham Forest. But that is all the confirmed transfers so far. Undoubtedly, when I edit this video, there's going to be more transfer deals going around, because in the transfer window, in the Championship especially, deals are taking place in 100 miles an hour. So it's really hard to get them. But now we're going to go to the rumours, which I'm really excited to reveal to you today. So the first rumour involves two players here. One player I've already discussed last week and one player I've not. So this is between Newcastle and Bournemouth, obviously Premier League and as Championship club respectively. Now, we could see a potential two-way deal with Callum Wilson going to Newcastle and Matt Ritchie going back to Bournemouth. Callum Wilson, of course, is going to get many interest from many Premier League clubs. Newcastle could definitely step up their approach if they sell Matt Ritchie. Now, Matt Ritchie in the Championship was absolutely incredible. He spent a lot of his career with Bournemouth and really helped Bournemouth get promoted to the Premier League. When Bournemouth were promoted to the Premier League though, he left to join Newcastle, working under Rafael Benitez. Was absolutely unbelievable in Newcastle's Championship season, and despite Newcastle being promoted to the Premier League, he still played pretty regularly under Rafael Benitez. Under Steve Bruce though, he's not made too many appearances. He's only scored twice and assisted once in 14 starts plus 4 substitute appearances, where if you compare that to Rafael Benitez, he was getting 30 plus 35 starts with Rafael Benitez. So it's a significant drop in appearances and starts for him. So a move back to Bournemouth is probably a good place to go, especially it's under Jason Tindall. If it was a new manager, he'd probably have more to prove. But Jason Tindall, of course, working with Matt Ritchie for so long, he knows what this guy's about. So I think it's a move that I can definitely see happening if Matt Ritchie does want more football. One deal I think may be confirmed by the time this video released is Norwich signing Ben Gibson. That's right, Norwich signing another player. Them and Birmingham, I think, have been the busiest clubs in the whole transfer window. He joined Burnley from Middlesbrough to try and have a step up in the Premier League, has barely made a start for Burnley. His value will be roughly 8 million. If Burnley can get Ben Gibson for 8 million, it's such a bargain actually. So it'll be interesting because Ben Gibson, of course, has got a lot of Championship experience with Middlesbrough. Wouldn't be a bad signing for Norwich, especially for how leaky they were at the back last season. Another defensive signing that could take place between a Premier League and a Championship club is Ben Cabano. Leeds look like that they are interested to sign the Swansea defender. It'll be such a tough challenge for him, but I could definitely see him thriving, and he was definitely one of Swansea's more promising and upcoming players. Steve Cooper really likes him as well. It looks like Steve Mounier could be on his way out from Huddersfield. He could be returning to Liga, joining French side Saint Etienne. He actually started out his career with Montpellier. One of the more interesting rumours I've seen is Nottingham Forest's approach to Nicolas Oyanu. I can't say his name for the life of me, but he's a 24-year-old left back from Apoel. He's made 107 appearances, winning 3 Cyprus titles with the club, but he's also made 19 appearances for the Cyprus national team. So he's definitely got some pedigree in some top competition. Could we see him as a potential replacement for Matty Cash? I mean, he's a left back, not a right back preferably, although who knows what Lecko could do. He could potentially move one for fullbacks to the right back position, and it'll be interesting to see what formation Lecko makes, but I could definitely see this move taking place actually. And his fee, I think, will still be under 1 million odd, so can definitely see Nottingham Forest affording that actually, and this could be a potentially a really good signing. He could completely flop completely with the change between Cyprus football and Championship football, but with the pedigree he has playing for a national team, you know you've got to take this person on. You know, they've earned that call to be in the Cyprus national team. He's got to be somewhat decent. Middlesbrough could try and get Kenneth Zohore with a reunion with Neil Warnock, because obviously he worked with Neil Warnock when Neil Warnock was Cardiff manager. It looks like a loan deal is probably going to be the most suitable option for Zohore. I think a move back to the Championship, but also a move back to Neil Warnock, where I think he played his best football, I think will be definitely a good move for him. There's been a lot of interest going around some Brentford players, and the next player to get some interest is Rico Henry. Brighton and West Brom look like to be the two teams that I'm the most interested to sign him. I think a deal would be roughly around 8 million for the player, so most definitely affordable, especially for Premier League clubs' sake. But it's whether how firm Brentford want to keep to their players. You know, Brentford have done well to keep pretty much all of their squads so far. So right now, Brentford need to try and hold firm, and hopefully for them, if they can keep everyone, they can definitely go on and get promoted, because honestly, with the strength of that squad at the moment, it's definitely one of the favourites to get promoted. We now go on to Watford. They look like they've got an interest on Oriol Busquets, the young prospect at Barcelona. He was on loan at FC Twente for the Dutch side last season, where he did impress. I think a move to the Championship would definitely be a really good option for Oriol Busquets to try and challenge himself and to test himself. And with a side like Watford that are a very physical side, I think he can definitely be a really good signing for that. I think it really suits his game. And then the last rumour I want to go through is another two-way deal. This actually involves 3 different clubs, so I'm going to try and make this as simple as I can. So, Ollie Watkins, obviously going to be heavily rumoured. Aston Villa look like they are still the favourites to get Ollie Watkins. I think having Dean Smith as the manager has helped Ollie Watkins feel more obliged to join Aston Villa. But what would this mean for someone like Keenan Davies? Obviously he made a couple of games with Aston Villa, but obviously wasn't starting all that much. Trezeguet was definitely their most prominent striker. Davies made a few more appearances, especially near the end of the season. Samatta has also been a player who's been playing in that striker role as well. Keenan Davies has got a little bit of Championship experience, obviously a very Championship orientated player. Now, if Aston Villa, let's say they do get Ollie Watkins, we could see Keenan Davies go out on loan, and I've been hearing Preston North End are interested of getting that deal taking place. They are really keeping their eye on Keenan Davies, and Preston have been one of the quietest clubs in the whole transfer window. So the fact I saw Preston actually linked with a player, I almost spilt my tea, because I quite frankly couldn't believe what I was seeing. So it looks like Preston are starting to finally make a couple of moves. Thinking about the reasons behind it, Aston Villa want to improve their strike options. Ollie Watkins, proven goal scorer, can definitely get him there. Davies, who's not made a lot of appearances but more Championship orientated, can move to a side like Preston, where Preston have struggled for goals since that Sean Maguire injury. I could definitely see that two-way deal taking place. But that wraps it up with the transfer show for today's video. I am absolutely exhausted, so I think what I'm going to do in the future for transfer show in the Championship is happening twice a week. It probably would have happened on the Tuesday, but of course it was my birthday on Tuesday, so I didn't want to make a video. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like what you see, want to see more Championship content, please make sure you do give this video a like. It's tremendously appreciated. If you haven't done, please subscribe to the channel. It would really make my day. We're on 236 as of now. Let's try and push for 1,000 subscribers as soon as we can. Typically, before the end of the 2020-21 season, we'll be absolutely appreciative of you. If you can, please share the channel. It'd really make the day. It's how I'm going to grow even quicker. Share it to Championship YouTubers, Championship fans, all of that business, even to your social medias if you can. That would really make my day. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are legendary if you saw the end of this video. And as always, take care, guys.